Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are doing great on this Monday. You see the title. Michael Jordan was much more durable than LeBron James. And we're going to talk about some stuff. So I'm kind of getting into this book written by the great Celtics legend Larry Bird. You know, the guy who is better than LeBron James. I don't care what you fanboys think. Larry Legend is definitely better than LeBron James. Matter of fact, I may even do a video going over the multitude of reasons why. But this video right here, again, is about the durability of Michael Jordan. And in Larry Bird's book, Bird Watching, he talks about this. But he also talks about something else I want to touch on briefly. He also talks about Scottie Pippen as it relates to Michael Jordan. And basically he said that Scottie Pippen alongside Michael Jordan is great, and Scottie Pippen without Michael Jordan is just good. Yeah, so again, when you fanboys are bringing up this whole MJ never won without Scottie thing, let's, yeah, okay. But anyway, so I want to read something. And so he says, what separates Michael right now is he did it over a long period of time. You look at the championships he's won over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's just amazing. People are always so surprised that injuries didn't come into play more because he played so hard. Of course, the thing is he did have injuries, but he's one of those players who played right through all that. People don't give him enough credit for that. They say, oh, Michael was never injured, but he was injured. He had back spasms like everyone else. He had sprains and muscle tears and all that stuff. But he went in, he got his rest, he got the treatment, and then he went out and played. That's the difference between Michael Jordan and a lower level player. The best players just lace him up and go. No truer statement. And this is why I say Michael Jordan is a much more durable athlete than LeBron James. Again, to me, Michael Jordan is arguably the greatest athlete we've ever had in any sport. And LeBron James as an athlete is not really comparable. Yes, he has longevity in quotation marks, again, but there's a lot of circumstances that surrounds that longevity. You know, there's the alleged thing. There's the alleged thing. And then there's, you know, the not playing defense and just a multitude of not getting back up to court regularly, you know, standing around a lot, only being focused on keeping his body in shape, but not really working on his game. You know, there's a lot that plays into that. Coming into the league right out of high school, you know, gives you some extra longevity. So, yeah. But Michael Jordan, we've all heard the stories about Michael Jordan. We've heard the stories about this bionic man. We've heard the stories about Michael Jordan not sleeping and still coming in and scoring 30. We've heard the story about him staying on the golf course, drinking a 12-pack of beer, and then going out scoring 40 and beating the other team by 20 because he placed a bet on it. You know, we've heard all of these kind of stories. But again, you know, I think Michael Jordan is seen as this athlete who really didn't suffer from injuries that much because Michael Jordan himself never brought up the fact that he was injured. Michael Jordan felt that, hey, if I'm going to play, then there's no excuses. So there's no reason me bringing up any kind of injury I might have. And you guys who grew up during this area, let me know if you agree with this in the comments. If you remember this in the comments. This is what I remember about Michael Jordan and a lot of his injuries that you will find out. You wouldn't find out about it from him. You would find out because someone else would bring it up. You know, a reporter after the game might say, "Hey, Michael, I heard you're suffering from a wrist sprain or something," and then he would say, "Well, yeah, and a lot of times he would say, but my thing is if you step onto the court, then you're healthy." In other words, fanboys, no excuses. Once you step onto the court, you're healthy. You don't step onto the court and then lose and then come out for the post-game interview in a soft cast. Talking about you were playing with a hurt hand the whole game. Michael Jordan never did that kind of thing. And so, yeah, to me, when you are praising LeBron for being this durable, so-called durable player, it is very overblown. But then when you look back at Michael Jordan, it's very underrated. His durability is very underrated. And like I said, that is because Jordan didn't come out and talk about his injuries like that. Jordan didn't put his injuries on Front Street. Jordan was a no excuse kind of person. He was a no excuse. Like, if I'm going to play and I'm going to play, like, not playing is really not an option for Michael Jordan. We know this because of his second season in the league when he actually got injured to the point where he couldn't play. But he rehabbed himself. Well, he rehabbed, and then, he was going back to his old college and playing pickup games, trying to get back in shape. And but the management still didn't want him to play. And Michael Jordan basically had to, force his hand to be allowed to play during the playoffs. That's when he scored the 63 against Boston. Michael Jordan wasn't about, let's just tank the rest of the season so we can get a better draft pick. Fanboys, see, this is what I'm talking about. You guys don't know nothing about this kind of integrity for the game. It's like about not tanking the season so that you can get a great draft pick. You guys wouldn't know nothing about that. But yeah, so these kind of things just show you what kind of character Jordan had, and it shows you his passion for the game. It showed you his need to play basketball. It showed you his need to compete. That these injuries weren't going to keep him from playing. And as we all know, whatever Jordan was playing through, he still showed that he was the best player in the game each and every night, no matter what injury he was playing through. And that is the difference between not only Jordan and every other player, but then, that's also the difference between previous eras and this Barbie era we're in today. It's like, again, you cannot tell me that these players have a true passion for the game when they find so many excuses not to play the game. There is no kind of excuse you can come up with for that. You can try to water it down any kind of way you want, but at the end of the day, if you want to play, there are less reasons that can keep you from playing. And when you're not really that passionate about playing, there are more reasons that can keep you from playing. It's really that simple. But anyway, we're going to hold up here. Like I said, and I'm probably going to be doing more videos as I get through this book and have more Jews of wisdom from Larry Bird. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think LeBron James is as durable as they say he is? Or do you believe that Michael Jordan was a much more durable athlete than LeBron James? And not only that, Michael Jordan's durability is highly underrated. Let me know what you guys think. You all have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. All right.